Alrighty, good morning, happy time zone chat. Hope everybody's having a good day. Wonder how the lighting looks. I just realized I have my blinds like up more than normal. Look like a fucking ghost with how bright it is. Alright, down you go a little bit. Oh, I like some lighting. Guess I am just a ghost, but tis fine. That's a low noodle percentage. Multiple times in a row. Alright. 4 runs. Hopefully, you know, we can get some books or at least get some garden bundles so we can do some long runs today, or longer. That I do have a cutoff time today, so I pressed the button. Why did it not work? I never turned it on. Tis why. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. My mother-in-law gave a toddler a kazoo. Let the toddler play the kazoo. The real question is did the toddler actually figure out how to play it? Because I know when I was young, I could not figure out how to play a kazoo. Oh, he is very good at it, oh boy. You know, I had pancakes and sausage this morning, and I washed my hands after, but I still feel like I feel like my hands are sticky. I don't like that. Time zone. Good morning, happy Wednesday. Yeah, it's the middle of the week. Well, I can't imagine parsnips go as well as yesterday in terms of the pure odds. Because we had an abnormal amount of golden parsnips tomorrow. But at least hopefully garden bundle goes better. Is that the third spot? Speaking of golden parsnip. I'll take the 20-second time loss. It was, okay. I got a silver quality, interesting. We went 1 for 9 on garden bundles yesterday. Anything could really just be better than that. Let's be real. Well, I think we're selling daffodils for the money. Something tells me with the amount that I have that it's just the best. I could sell 4 daffodils and still have more than everything else. A little bit of a slow start, but it'll work out. Run 1,100, by the way. Surely it's special. Wait, yeah, this is the 5th. I already have a gold quality parsnip. So we don't have to plant in a weird pattern because of that. I was only like 20 seconds behind what I normally go at. With that reset. Yeah, there's still a 1 in 3 about whether this run continues or not. And we're just chilling. We don't get it. It's already early into the stream, so it's really not that annoying. Am I overdue for more garden bundles? Yes, but I know how this game likes to treat people. Never have my hopes up. I hope the spring onion replaces the leek. Arlo, thank you for the prime and thank you for the good luck. Didn't even need it. Damn. Oh, that would have been a terrible quality anyways. Ah, the Shawnee Do character. Oh. Shawnee Do with hair. I'm doing good. I mean, it's a fantasy skin character, and it's golden for the golden parsnip, right? Surely this is the run. Yes, of year one. It always rains spring, third year one. The first 5 days are scripted. Sun, sun, rain, sun, sun. Technically, it used to be able to rain on the 5th, but as 1.6, the 5th cannot rain anymore. It's also guaranteed the thunderstorm day on the 13th and the 26th of summer every year. Unless if you have a marriage on those days, it would always rain. Mainland. Or thunderstorms specifically on the mainland. I'm pretty sure it was actually a mistake where CA made it where it can't rain on the 5th, but it actually just makes sense, so I doubt he'll change it. Because it's like, if it rains on the 5th, then you can't open up the CC on the 5th, which is weird, in my opinion. The 5th is the first day you're supposed to be able to open up the community center, and if you can't open it up because it rains, it's kind of just like, why? I'm kind of fine with the 5th not being able to rain. Was that the first or the second spot of that 4? That was the first, right? It looked like the first. Any girl. And E-girl. Thank you for the prime for 4. That looked like spot 1. It was the second. It was spot 1. It was the second to the right, right? Then. It was the middle right one. Okay. Spot 1, the original spot. If the book just doesn't show up on summer 12th, I know it was wrong, so. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah. Okay, so it was spot 1. I know it was either the 4th spot or the 3rd spot, but it looked like the 4th spot to me. I mean, no matter what, at that point, like, I was just gonna... I was checking what books I could just check it off, and I would have been able to know by summer if it was, each one. I just would have had to do a check on summer 12th, which I'm going to be doing anyways. It's spot 1. So. Just one of those things. I hope I read the mail. I don't remember reading the mail, to be quite honest. I really don't remember reading the mail. I probably did. I just don't remember it. I keep getting bailed out by the sewer or it's the sewer onion. Hello. Quality crops would have been fine. Man, I'm getting really destroyed by garden bundle recently. I specifically play as a male character because you get cookies sent from mom. And cookies could be a part of the remix bundles, so it's one less item that I have to get if I get the children's bundle, which can be a pain otherwise. Other than that, no, I just randomize it and make it a female character, female looking character, because I prefer to look at them than the male characters. So I do a little weird randomization thing to get that, but I do in fact play as a male character in this particular run. A lot of runs actually just play as a lot of speedruns play as the female character because you get money from your dad instead of cookies, which is much more valuable in other runs. But in this particular run, the cookies is more valuable. So we do cookies. Well, it's a macro that does the character creation screen. I don't do that. Can I press 5 on my keyboard, please? Have to think of every detail to speedrun. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm still not doing, but they're just unneeded. I'll do a spot 14. Actually like spot 14 quite a bit, so. Spot 14 is actually one of my more favorite spots because I think it is the only spot that I've gotten that has given me the books I've wanted. I have no idea how to pronounce her name, but thank you for the prime. I think it's just... I just want to say Ari. Right? Ariana? Ariannak? Thank you for the prime. My brain just cannot comprehend when there's no spaces. To be fair, I'm not really playing Stardew in the traditional way, so there has been a lot of changes to Stardew, but it doesn't help the way that I'm playing it. Not everybody's gonna do golden parsnip manip to get specific books to show up on, or to get books to show up on the traveling card on specific days. I'm the only one who does that. There's just no reason to, other than for speedruns. Look at those bad noodle rolls. We had a lot of bad noodle rolls today. V, do a bad noodle roll for your students. Not you, your students. Oh, they're out there. Okay. Would you say that's accurate too? Okay. Muses, thank you for the prime. piece of coal this run. Man, I love not getting a piece of coal. Wowee. Wowee. Oh wow, we literally just lost 1.5 minutes to a piece of coal, and we don't even have it yet. Actually just lost 2 minutes to a piece of coal, by the way. There's normally forge down here, and I need a spring onion anyways for full shipment, so. Well, luckily I didn't need one this time, otherwise I would have lost 3 minutes to a piece of coal and no spring onion. I should be finishing up this day in about 10 seconds. Thank God. Get me the fuck out of that run. So in the last 12 golden parsnips, we're 1 in 12 for garden bundle. I do love how it allows you to put a chair on the table as quote-unquote decor. Mark Fu, thank you for the 5 gifted. Potion off. Maybe for the prime. That's enough. Yeah, press the wrong button there. Three golden parsnips in 50 minutes is actually pretty good. We really have had good golden parsnip luck the past few days. It's just we're just not getting the garden bundle. Because it's the fastest way to complete the greenhouse. And the rest of the bundles don't matter enough to, like, warrant it mattering. Other than the fact that our main goal is to complete the greenhouse basically as fast as possible here. It allows for an easier completion of the greenhouse as long as we specifically hit the garden bundle. And then it also has the chance of completely removing needing animal products altogether, which saves a lot of time and energy. There's a chance that the bulletin board, you don't need a rabbit's foot truffle or duck feather. Koala, thank you for the prime. Half an hour trade for a few seconds. No, I'm saving hours by doing this. The garden bundle easily saves 40 minutes compared to the other two options. Like the default option for the garden bundle can be one of three bundles. It can be the animal bundle, it can be the fish farm bundle, or it can be the animal bundle. It's a 1 in 3 about whether or not it's the garden bundle. The animal bundle requires you to get hundreds of thousands of gold worth of infrastructure to get animals that have a low odds of, or that take 2 weeks of you taking care of to get large products. So hundreds of thousands of gold and 2 weeks of your time. The fish farm bundle requires a few thousand gold, but it requires you to take your time to get seaweed, which is hit or miss. You can either get it like right away, or it literally takes you like 20 minutes. And then you have to get 30 roe, which takes quite a while. Still not as bad as the animal bundle, but it still takes quite a while. Or the garden bundle, where you grow up 200 gold worth of flowers in the seasons that you're already going to, which is just spring and summer. You can be done with the garden bundle by the 8th of summer, year 1, pretty consistently. You grow up 4 flowers or hundreds of thousands of gold worth of infrastructure. One is not like the other. And again, I don't really care about sleeping until summer. Sure, you can say that's a month and a half of work. But I have to sleep until fall to get the fall crops for the greenhouse anyway, so doesn't make a difference. Yeah. So it allows me to very easily get what I want, which is the greenhouse, because I want to get starfruit going in the greenhouse as fast as possible, because starfruit's like with the amount of money I need, starfruit and ancient fruit are the two only crops that are worth me planting for money. The rest are worthless. after a point. Obviously, like in year 1 where I'm waiting for the greenhouse, I do blueberries and pumpkins and strawberries. But like the goal is to just get star fruit going ASAP, because at that point the rest of the crops are useless. Why bother? Cranberries are useless starting year 1, so. This is me playing Stardew Valley normally. This is the most like, perfection runs are the most casual I play. I'm sorry, but it's like impossible to forget 6,600 hours worth of gameplay. Like, my casual, my normal gameplay is going to look vastly different than a majority of people. It's just based off of the amount of time that I have. Yes, my spacebar is squeaky. I need to get a new keyboard. It's getting annoying. I mean, I just need a new keyboard in general. This keyboard's almost 10 years old now. This keyboard's so old. This keyboard is probably the keyboard that I got my first community center world record with. That's how old this keyboard is. It is. I just prefer comfort though, so that's why I don't like getting new keyboards or new peripherals. Often, at least. And when I do, it's just the exact same. Like I have like I have in storage like 2 or 3 more of the exact same mouses that I use in case if the mouse gives out. Joel, thank you for the tier 1. Or thank you for the 5 gifted. I've read the tier 1 and that's what my brain wanted to read. Thank you for the 5 gifted. It's greatly appreciated. No problem, I enjoy what I do. People like you allow me to continue doing what I do, so. I don't like changing my peripherals often. The only reason I would change my keyboard at this point, not just because it's old, like when I say change, I mean like not just order the exact same keyboard that I have already, would be because I would want a more quiet keyboard because of stream. Like as much as everybody loves the clickety-clacky of mechanical keyboards, I just think it's really bad for stream. So I'd rather have like an actual quiet computer, quiet keyboard. Yeah. I'm aware that it's mainly the squeak that's like annoying. The squeak only happens if I press the spacebar and like... That's also, apparently my mouse is also being a little squeaky. I just need to clean my peripherals as well. I haven't done that in a while. It helps in only very specific situations, but in a perfection run, it's completely useless. There's no circumstance in a perfection run where it's useful. Other categories, there are very select use cases for fairy. I'll probably end up cleaning my keyboard and mouse today when I do cleaning this afternoon. To a degree. If I do a deep clean of the keyboard, I find it annoying with having to take out all the keys, but I don't think I'm actually gonna take out the keys to clean the keyboard. But the mouse is always a little interesting. I normally just like I open up a stream, I unplug my keyboard and mouse, and then just clean it while watching a stream. Is how I end up doing it. So it's kind of just like I'm just sitting there. Yeah, the spacebar needs to come out. The spacebar needs to come out because the reason it's actually squeaking is probably because of the keycap itself, not actually spacebar. Well, it's the keycap of the spacebar, but actually, I think the thing that's squeaking the loudest right now is actually my mouse. It's only dependent on where I'm clicking on the mouse. Like if I click at the very top, it squeaks, but if I'm like clicking more towards the bottom, that's not supposed to be a chair, but okay. No, I'm pretty sure you hear the mouse because I don't actually hear my keyboard squeaking. Water the door. I'm pretty sure it's the mouse, actually. It's only on the left click, too. The right click is fine. That's not squeaking, but... I mean, now this is not squeaking. It does it for a second. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like... I think it's the mouse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the mouse. I'll just have to take it apart. It's fine. Ugh. I would like a run soon. Because now I just want to go and clean my mouse and keyboard. And I got more stuff to clean than just my mouse and keyboard. I gotta do laundry and actually just clean my room since it's a mess. Yeah, I want a sub 17 hour. So it's technically trying to beat my record, but it's more just I want a specific time. No golden parsnip, no run. Will there be a good strategy to complete Stardew Valley after 1.6 update for making it on top? I have no idea what you mean by that. What do you mean by like a good strategy? 1.6 is faster for perfection, if that's what you mean. And I'm on 1.6. I'm actually on the most current version of 1.6. 1.6 is faster for perfection. Much faster. It's several hours faster, actually. You can tell that I'm on 1.6 because the Meadowlands farm is an option to pick, but the Meadowlands farm is ass, so... it's kind of just... whatever. Forest farm is still just the best farm in the game in terms of speedrunning. The good thing about the Meadowlands farm isn't actually being able to have a coop right off the bat. The good thing about the Meadowlands farm is the fact that you start with chickens, so you can instantly sell them for cash because they're worthless. But then the issue comes with the fact that the layout for the Meadowlands farm is probably the worst layout out of every single farm. I think the overall layout of the Meadowlands farm is probably the worst layout out of every single farm. It's just not a good layout. No, they have the same odds, but they're just probes. They tell me what the RNG is, and they're very specific RNG spots that are useful to me. Every spot has individual 1% odds of showing up. But they don't overlap with each other, so I'll never get a gold quality parsnip on 2 of them. Because they're equivalent to different RNG values throughout the spectrum. So I technically have about a 15-ish% chance of hitting a gold parsnip every reset. Basically, 1 in every 7 runs, I should get a gold quality parsnip. On average. Yep, and I have a cheat sheet. Each spot is numbered 1 through 15, and then when I figure out what spot it's on by harvesting the gold quality crop, I then click on the sheet to go to another spreadsheet that tells me it doesn't tell me everything to know about the RNG. The specific thing it tells me is when books show up in the traveling cart. Because that's the reason I'm doing this. Because I want to buy fishing books and combat books from the traveling cart, so I don't actually have to get fishing level 10 via crab pots, which saves about 40 minutes. And then I also get extra monster musk, and I have acrobat before I actually start doing monster eradication goals, which probably saves me about 30 minutes. The overall books probably save about an hour, a little over an hour worth of time. Well, there's about a 5% chance that the run gets off out of the first 10 minutes. Overall. I have to win a 1 in 7 followed by a 1 in 3. And then after the 10-minute mark, it's about whether or not I get the right books, which is low odds. That was the second spot from the left. Right, that was the second spot from the left. Yeah, it's 1 in 21-ish. That was spot 4, I believe. It was either spot 1 or spot 4. I think it was spot 4. Alright, well, we either get a leak in a bus stop or this run's just dead. Rocket second from the left, yeah, so spot 4. Cool. You'd have to go back pretty far to see the finished VOD of the 1733 run. It's been like 2 or 3 months. The FAQ is pinned. I don't know why the bot didn't work. Wow. Okay. Oh, I thought you were talking about a speedrun task for perfection. You mean the 61-day no Joja one? I mean, that's just... Wait, no, that was done on 1.6, no? Yeah, I see a book in the inventory. Yeah, I mean, that's... I've seen that. It's just different. It's not the normal one. That one's just different, no? I don't think there was actually like a timed in-game day, or I'm sorry, real life time task of perfection. It's just too much. At least as far as I'm aware. And in-game day perfection runs are like... I think he used a different rule set, which allowed him to do it in 61 days, because the theoretical minimum, starting from year 1 at least, is 115. You can't do it any faster. It's literally impossible to do it any faster because of Kent. But, I mean, starting from day 1, you can do... perfection in 115 in-game days. Yeah, there's a difference if you like start in year 2. I don't know if I don't know what the limit if you started in year 2 was though. Because I haven't watched in a while, so I forget exactly what they do. But I'm sure if you used like the degenerate min-max strategies, you could probably do it faster, unless if there was another limiter that I'm just unaware of or just not thinking of. I would not be surprised. Like, to put it in perspective, if you are a TAS, you should have the boat open by the, you should have the, well, no, it's no Joja. Okay, that's different because it's no Joja. I forgot about that. Because if you are allowed Joja, but not Joja perfection waivers, obviously, you could have the boat repaired by the 12th of spring. I'm sorry, by the, like, yeah, repaired and functional by the 12th of spring. But, like, I mean, as long as you have access to the desert mines, you know, but you'd be able to do 120, with the task, you're able to do 120 floors in a single day, relatively easy. So you could legit just be on floor 120 by spring 5th with basically 0 prep with a task. Like, a human can go 120 floors in a single day in the regular mines on the 5th of spring year 1. But it takes a lot of prep, where the task, it just does not need any prep. It can kind of just do whatever the hell it wants. And then as soon as you're in Skull Caverns with a task, you essentially have an unlimited amount of money. Because you can just manipulate drop shafts all the way down to, like, floor 1,000. And then just get an absurd amount of iridium ore. Like, again, it's like, it depends on how degenerate you want to go with it. It's just a difference in how tasks can be done, which is the big issue is, like, finding the theoretical fastest route with tasks. There's just so many different options you can do. Not saying what they did isn't impressive, but I'm just saying it's, like, completely different than what I'm doing right now. That was an interesting leak spot. I'm realistically only gonna do one more gold quality parsnip. I have chores to do today. And if I get a run right now, I'm going for longer than I would like to begin with. I probably wouldn't even get to complete the community center today because I do kind of have a hard cutoff. That's what I prefer to do, but I would at least like to play the game, you know, a little bit on stream. Like, go to the mines, maybe get disappointed by books. The usual. Yeah, I think stream goes fine if I get disappointed by books. It's whenever I get a stream where I just am not disappointed by books is when I think this stream wasn't very good in terms of runs. Because it's like, if I'm getting disappointed by books, at least I played the game until books. Like, that's a minimum of like an hour and 15 minutes of gameplay. Of actual gameplay, other than watering parsnips for almost 2 hours now. It's not like the game hasn't given me gold parsnips today. We've gotten, what, 5? Like, generally speaking, if I get another one within the next, like, 20 minutes, I'm, like, I'm generally above average. What got me into Stardew? I mean, I just saw it being popular on Steam when it first came out. I watched a few streams and I thought it looked interesting, so I played it. And I enjoyed it. I just played Stardew. I was interested in speedrunning at the time. I watched a lot of GDQs and just other speedruns of different games. So, started speedrunning the game because I enjoyed it and wanted to continue playing it. the randomization options of the male look horrendous compared to the female. And we play as a male because we want cookies in this run in particular. So I use the randomization option as of the female compared to the male. But then switch back because I need to play as a male for cookies. It's literally just cosmetic. Currently, I'm not speedrunning anything else, at least actively, but I've speedrun a bunch of other games in the past. Starbound, Cuphead, Terraria, Core Keeper. I did a little bit of Plants vs. Zombies. All of that. I'm probably missing one. Parsnips need sacrificed. I don't like the craft and wait type games as much. So no, I never really got into Graveyard Keeper. To be fair, I say this a lot. I don't play Stardew because I like the game genre. I play Stardew because I like Stardew. I'm not actually a huge fan of these types of like farming games. Why Black Cat? It's a randomizer. I have a macro that randomizes what cat I get. We pick the cat because the cat is less likely to get in the way than the dog. You'd have to ask V that question. V's actually currently doing a playthrough of Graveyard Keeper. Again, there really hasn't been any, like, I call them Stardew-esque games. Salmance actually has a pretty good video on it, to be fair. I don't like calling them ripoffs because they're definitely not ripoffs. A lot of them have their own charms. But I just don't like the genre as much. I prefer, like, survival craft games. I would consider to be my favorite genre of game. Right now, that survival craft game, if you want to call it a survival craft game that I'm playing, is Factorio. I think in the past 3 days, me and Tyler have put in probably around 25, 26-ish hours into it. Our world file for the Space Age DLC is up to 80 hours now. Resource management. Yeah, but there's like a combat aspect to it and whatever. And like it's the factory must grow. That's why I said if you want to call it that. But I like the sandboxy part of it, where you're kind of just doing whatever you want. And then there's still like the survival part of it. But it's like why I like games like Core Keeper, I like games like Terraria and such. I do prefer more of the combat focused ones. I know the first response was, oh, streamer likes games like Minecraft. I actually I like Minecraft, it's a fine game, but I don't prefer that style. I prefer Terraria's, like there's still the exploration and like mining and whatever, but it's more boss fight focused. I find that more fun, where Minecraft, it's like, it's not a survival game anymore, it's just a building game. There's no difficulty in surviving Minecraft anymore. Like, we played a lot, like, we always play it every okay, well, we're doing spot 15. We always play it every so often, whenever, like, every few major updates, and we just do a playthrough with a bunch of friends. And essentially, we do the playthrough, and then we basically stop the playthrough as soon as we kill the Ender Dragon, because Elytras are just not fun, to be quite honest. Anything post Ender Dragon is just not fun, because there's literally just game on baby easy mode. Like, why? Yeah, hard early on, but once you get to a point, it doesn't matter when you have unlimited, at least like the hardcore people make raid farms, and then you have an unlimited amount of lives with villager totems, or whatever they're called. It's like, there's no sense of survival past a certain point. And it's like, it's fine, it's just not for me, you know? It's just not my preference, and that's fine. Yeah, Minecraft is much more of like a technical building game now, is the direction that it went, over like a survival craft game. And it's good to have like variance in the genre. And people enjoy that. I just personally don't as much. I'm fine with it, don't get me wrong, to a degree, but... Normally, I really only get bored when chat asks me the same question over and over again, but at that point, I just don't respond because we have bot commands to those. It's like how I don't respond when somebody asks, how do you use your tool so quickly? Because I know somebody's just going to do exclamation point animation canceling and I don't have to say it. I don't take care of my hair. My hair is just my hair. Yeah, that's like totally chill. I think it's crazy what people do in Minecraft with like command blocks and redstone. I'm just not I say that as I'm playing Factorio right now, but I'm not that technical in terms of games. Probably the last run of the day though, chat. Oh. I got things to do, and if I don't get a garden bundle, we're gonna be playing it till way later than I should be playing. Yeah, people really like building the farms. And it's like, I do like building those farms to a degree. On the last server that we did, I built a gold farm. First time I've ever done that. It wasn't very good, but I built a gold farm. And then it's like, we always find a monster spawner and make a farm out of that. You know, the good old times. Because it's like, most people, like, I feel like maybe I'm just like biased because basically the only Minecraft YouTuber I watch is Etho. And it's like, you just skip to an Enderman farm with that guy, because he's like the embodiment of technical. So it's like, we don't do Enderman farms because we don't play past the dragon. So it's like, kind of just have to do the poor man's XP farm. And whatnot. But to be fair, I don't actively watch Etho though. It's like, whenever a video in my recommended pops up with him, I'll watch it just because it's Etho. And then it's like, sometimes I just binge it, and then other times it's just like, okay. Yeah. I feel like that's like why I like Terraria more, because it's like, you have the option to grind for stuff if you really want to, and the freedom to do that. But in reality, you can just fight the next boss with whatever the boss drops. And just like play it that way. So you don't really have to do any like grinding for things. Or make any like big mob farm to do anything. Because I need one to donate, one to sell, so I don't have to pick one up later. They're kind of worthless food to eat. Well, that kind of just blows. Damn. How does Core Keeper compare to Terraria? I haven't played the new update. I only played prior to the new update, and I like it. I feel like there's less. There's just less items in Core Keeper than Terraria, but Terraria has been out much longer, so it makes sense. So the weapon variety feels less, but I heard they added summons into the game, so I think that probably increases the weapon variety. I like the bosses. The bosses are like actually really good in Core Keeper, in my opinion. I think the bosses is one of the highlights of Core Keeper. I think the main problem with Core Keeper from my playthrough of it is actually more you're always reliant on ore in Core Keeper, so you basically have to set up like these drill farms to essentially play the game because you need so much ore. So you're relying on these big nodes that you find and can drill after a certain point. And then what was the other thing? The farming aspect of it. You're forced to farm in that game. So if you like farming, it's cool. If you don't, it just sucks. The replanting of the seeds in Core Keeper is just painfully slow, at least prior to the update. The harvesting wasn't too bad, but it's like replanting everything takes like a while, and you have to constantly be doing it. I think that's like the only two issues I have with Core Keeper. I personally don't, like, as I said, I don't mind the farming too much, other than the seed planting. And then I don't really mind the drills because it's like, it's not that hard, but I can see why people wouldn't like it. I do like Core Keeper though, overall. I think it's a good game. I do need to play the new update, but I've been playing this anyways. I don't think I'm gonna do another run. It's gonna be a short stream today. I have things to do and get ready for because we have people over today and tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. Well, I might stream later in the evening. I don't know if I feel like it, if I really feel like doing more runs later in the evening. But I will not be streaming at my normal time tomorrow if I do stream. So that's it. I am gonna peace. I do appreciate you guys watching. I will most likely be back on Friday. It won't be 3 a.m. Well, I mean, depending on what your time zone is. It won't be 3 a.m. though. But yeah. Other than that, I do appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, great rest of your day. Stay safe out there and just take care. Later. Peace.